Dark Souls 3! Old Demon King.
Old Demon King, more like old demon shit.
So true. This guy looks like he smells his own farts.
Absolutely. I mean, there are two of them, so they can do it.
No, this is
wait, I'm thinking.
This is the crusty guy. Yeah, this is the crusty one
But-
at the bottom of the shit lake.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah, he's fun. I feel bad putting him next to like Taurus Demon because he's so much more involved. Like he's got a lot of different moves, but I don't necessarily enjoy fighting him more than Taurus Demon. If that makes any sense.
I think, yeah, no, it does. I think. I don't know. The most I can say with him is it once again fits into the Asylum Demon kind of thing, and I like those kind of big hit the butt type of bosses.
Me too. Like I feel like he has a lot more attacks and a lot more like kind of range of attacks. Like he's got like fireballs and fire rain and AoEs and stuff, but somehow none of that makes it much more exciting than, you know, a regular Asylum Demon.
Yeah, it's that's just kind of a lot of fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
It
point.
doesn't make him that much more special.
Nope. It's old Demon King, baby.
Yep.
Pontiff Sullivan, though?
Might be controversial, but I just think he's a good fight in like B tier level.
Dude, you know what? Actually, you're validating me right now, because I feel like the peer pressure is to put him in A. Some people would say even S, but I think that's for people who maybe haven't fought Old King a lot.
Right.
You know, it's as far as these kind of fights go, he's very middle of the road. Once again, kind of like Old Demon King, he has a lot of shit going on, a lot of different moves. He has like a second phase with a double and stuff.
A little ghosty, yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the experience of fighting him that much more fun. Like it makes it more challenging, but not necessarily fun. And
engaging.
Or engaging, yeah. His design is cool, but I can't say it's extremely memorable either. Like you don't look at Pontiff Sullivan and think that image is gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of my life. Whereas you look at Tower Knight and you're like, that is never leaving my gray matter.
Yeah. Every morning when I wake up, I see the Tower Knight, not Pontiff Sullivan. So
Exactly.
it's just a really above average sword fight with some cool mechanics. I do think, like sort of like you said, I think maybe a little bit overdone. Like they're trying to try in too hard.
Yeah, that is a good way to put it. He's kind of a try-hard fight. Like he does so much, but none of it makes him more fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like look at Gale. Like Gale does a ton of shit,
Gale.
but everything he does feels like super meaningful, impactful, and it never feels like I don't know. Like I could tell you more about his moveset, Gale. Like it's more memorable. It's more interesting. Obviously, thematically, it's more relevant to Dark Souls 3, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like it's still like pretty much he's a sword dude. Sword dudes about the same like height, stature, and all that. But yeah, he's just above average.
He's above average. He would be a B+ if such a thing existed.
Yep.
Okay.
Eldritch, Devourer of Gods.
Now, Aldrich, I want to hate. I actually really want to hate this boss because it's because he ate my waifu. But I think he's a really good sorcery boss. Actually, I think as far as like sorcerer casting bosses go, I think this is actually about as good as they've gotten. Really.
What?
I mean, until Elden Ring.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say.
Like the range of attacks, like the way it forces you to be in specific areas, I think is a really great evolution of the Quelaag lava. And it's a lot more interesting and varied. It's fun, you know, ducking behind the pillars and stuff to avoid various things. I don't really like his design. It's weird because I like it, but I don't like it also at the same time. But all of that averages out once again to like a B.
Oh, dude, I actually give Eldritch a D.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I just beat Dark Souls 3 like super recently, and I can't really. I don't. I think I one-shotted him. Not like
Oh
beat him my first try. Didn't really
yeah.
remember much that he was doing. Maybe it was too powerful or something.
Yeah, that
Like I
sucks.
didn't really feel like engaging with the mechanics. But at the same time, like I was kind of glad I one-shotted him because I just like based off of what I was seeing, I was like, this doesn't seem like my kind of fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not my favorite kind of fight either, but it gets respect from me because I hate these kinds of fights, generally.
Yeah.
And the fact that it made me enjoy this at all, I think, is impressive. Although I am tempted to throw it in C once again for just being such a, I don't know. I'll give him a pass because the theme of Aldrich is that he's like devouring all the old gods and kind of goes along with like the rot theme of the game and like being done with the whole Dark Souls universe and wanting something else.
Mm,
I'll leave it in B.
cool.
Um,
Our homie Yoram.
Yorm. I love Yorm. I want to love Yorm. I want to marry him.
Hello.
I want to have 3 moderately sized children with Yorm the giant.
I have to give him C.
Yeah, but
I
he's
actually
not
want to give him
fun.
something higher, but
He should have been like the highlight of the goddamn game. Like
yeah.
this man should have been given a giant arena where you could just fight him regular. I don't know what they were thinking with the Storm Ruler thing. Some people like that. I do kind of think it's cool. Like, I guess you could think thematically, like how he's like stuffed in the bottom of his profaned capital, surrounded by like jewels and treasures and such and worshippers, and he's just like in this dingy little throne room, looking extremely depressed, like he knows his time is done. But mechanically, it's like, what in the goddamn were they thinking?
Yeah, no, it's a mess. This fight just needed to be an Elden Ring.
Yeah, this would have been a great Elden Ring fight. It could have been an
Yeah.
A. It could have been the best giant fight. I have no idea. They didn't give us a chance to find out.
Like just put the fucking put Storm Ruler in Fire Giants. Right?
Yeah,
That would have been pretty sick actually. That
Fire
would've been
Giant
cool.
actually would have been better with the Storm Ruler. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean no matter what melee build, I just don't enjoy hitting ankles.
No, he's
Having a big giant sword that does long distance damage prevents having to just hit somebody's ankles a lot.
yeah. He's I was a Fire Giant defender at first, but I think he's well. I guess we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yorm just I give him a C.
I might have to put him in D though because
Yeah.
even his design, I mean, it's just a Giant Lord from Dark Souls 2. And
Yeah, and the
which I love that design, but
watching the trailer for Dark Souls 3 versus seeing Yorm, he's like the Yorm like I want Yorm the Giant, Mom. We have Yorm the Giant at home. Like that's what you get.
yeah, pretty much. Um,
Yeah. So had potential, kind of squanders that.
yeah, for sure. Okay,
Dancer.
Yeah, Dancer. Now
Fucking
that's the real shit here.
yes.
This is it's finally starting to pop off with there's some good
Yeah,
bosses.
we're getting to the good ones now. Dancer, I'm almost tempted to put him in S, but I put Dancer in A.
I think, dude, to me, Dancer is almost the definition of a solid A. Just
Yeah.
like interesting moveset, interesting design, like well placed in the game as far as pacing goes. Just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's just like a wonderful sense of like awe,
Yeah.
like just watching the moves happen like on the screen and
Yeah,
being a part of it is amazing.
I like how they're like kind of magical too. It's like even though like you're getting your ass kicked, like you're like, "Oh, pretty." You know?
Right?
I like that
Makes
a
you
lot.
feel good for getting your ass kicked. That's like all of these games, but Dancer in particular, it's just like getting your ass kicked never looked so good.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Dancer. Very solid A. I don't know what else to say about him.
Yeah, like it's all about the moveset. The name references the moveset. It's all about like just the animations of the boss, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, it just all comes together. Textbook.
Textbook.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this next one, I fucking don't like this guy.
Oh,
He sucks.
Cyros. I have a little bit of fondness for him. His fight is bollocks.
Yeah, it totally sucks.
Like, you know, the only reason I'm not putting him in. Oh wait, I have 30. The only reason I'm not Only reason I'm not putting him in D is because this is originally apparently. So the rumor goes, he used to have like a little baby in his arms, and he would like smash you with the baby, and that's why you hear the crying during the fight, is because he was supposed to be like using a baby as a weapon.
Oh, that's cool.
And like that, like he's like, but now he just looks like he's. I don't know. Like I kind of like him. Fuck Osiris. He goes in D with the brain sucker.
Yeah, he's a total brain sucker.
Yeah.
Just not a fun fight mechanically. He actually just kind of, I want to say, he kind of looks bad design wise.
You know,
in my opinion,
I actually do like his design, but I think they could have went, maybe not. It's maybe not exactly where it should be, but the idea that a man is turning into a dragon, and he's like slimy and gooey, I think that's fine. Maybe his design isn't like perfectly implemented, perfectly executed. I like the idea.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Dude, Champion Gundyr.
Champion Gundyr. It's a good
one. I mean, he's kind of on the edge between B and A for me, actually.
I'm putting him in
B. He's like, like fighting him definitely feels like going one-on-one in the ring, kind of like just like boxer, almost like a Godfrey.
Yeah.
Except for Dark Souls 3.
Wait, what?
Like the first phase of Godfrey.
Oh yeah.
Or even like Godfrey the Golden version in Elden Ring.
Yeah. Oh, Godfrey. Duh. I mean, there's so many gods and frees in that game.
It's a mess. Godwyn, Godric, Godfrey, Godre.
Godroy. Yeah, Champion.
I think I'd
Gundyr
keep Champion in A though. Actually, I think he's just the aggression, the fucked up. Like that's like the best area in Dark Souls 3, like easily.
I mean,
it's just like the fucked up like dark town of the first level. It makes me feel, like that's like the one area where like the kind of feeling I get while playing Dark Souls 3 of just like that tiredness, the kind of like rehashing, and the kind of like of like the level design, and like a lot of the environmental design too. Like that area kind of like really dives into that uneasiness.
That's true.
Really
I think
actually.
That's a really good point. That kind of elevates. The only reason I think I've only fought him twice.
Mm-hmm.
So I do remember him having, like, I just don't have a very recent. Did I fucking fight him? I must have, because I remember going in there.
Yeah, and then you get to. It's actually that's like the one neat thing they have with the Dark Souls 2 merchant in Firelink, is that she's the only person that's still in Firelink Shrine.
Yeah, what is,
like while you're in that alternate universe?
Yo, what is up with that though? Is it because she's the developers? That's why. Like, because I mean that was in Dark Souls 2.
Although in Wheel of Time.
Yeah, like she's Miyazaki. Yeah. That's why.
I always, when I look at Miyazaki, that's pretty much what I would always think of him as.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Surprised her dress covers her feet though. That's kind of strange for Miyazaki.
I just changed my mind. I just looked at Flame Lurker and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I could say. Oh, actually, Champion Gundyr is better than Flame Lurker. I'll say. I'm saying it.
You're saying it. I think you're probably right, but for some reason I always kill this guy too fast. He's another one of those guys like Orphan of Cause that for some reason just fits really well into the rhythm of how I play. So I don't have a ton of experience with him. But he was fun.
Dragon Slayer armor.
Dragon Slayer armor.
Actually, kind of a similar fight to just the kind of ones we've been talking about like just like this one like fits super well into my just I know when to dodge very easily. Like this
Yeah.
fight's super easy but still very like fun mechanically to engage with.
Yeah, he's a more classic kind of like easy to dodge kind of guy. I think really what makes him interesting is the weird little like butterfly flying tree guys around him, which may be controlling him. But he's probably a B fight, but I'm deducting him to C for being another fake. What's his name?
Homie.
Ornstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think of it, he kind of reminds me of the Crucible Knights moveset.
Oh yeah. You know when you mention it, it's kind of I can see that.
God, I can't wait to talk about the Crucible Knights.
Crucible Knights are. It really is like an ascended knight fight.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dragon Slayer are we good with Dragon Slayer?
Oh, pretty
Anything
good.
else
I
to
mean,
say?
there's really not much to say. Like
It's kind of why he's
Dragon
at C.
Slayer armor is just artsy. It's kind of weird, but just like a really fun fight.
Yeah, he's fun.
Lothric, younger prince.
Fuck. Isn't it kind of both of them?
Yeah, it should be. Wait, there is both of them, right? That's what I was kind of checking.
Oh,
like,
I guess he's the one with the actual health bar though.
Oh yeah. Fucking whoa! Where did I put him? All right, I lost him. All right, there he is.
This might be Go ahead.
Oh, controversy first.
I feel like maybe he should be an A, but I don't like fighting him. I just get bored with him like every time.
I'm an A. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Guys, homies, young princes.
Like he's fun, he's good, but he's not really the kind of fight that excites me. You know, I feel like it's a classic like really rolling around waiting for your window to hit kind of fight. There are a couple times you can get an extra hit in here and there, but it's just all right.
He punishes most of them.
Yeah, and after a while, it's like I know how to beat this guy. I'm just like stuck here having to like execute it perfectly, and I'm not really enjoying it the same way I would like a Sekiro fight.
Yeah, I think I think the fight like mechanically is like I'd say above average for me. I'm a huge. The only boss I don't like disappearing is Sister Freed, but I love when they disappear. I think it's really cool, and I just really like the feeling you get fighting. Like they really captured in the animations, especially in the second page of just like fighting and just being like a husk of yourself, and like you have your weird brother that's like reviving you every time you die, or like one way or the other. I really dig that.
That's a good point. It is thematically cool. Like they're very representative of like the end of an era and just like hanging on to nothing, which is cool.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah.
Ancient Wyvern.
Oh, canceled.
Canceled. I agree, 100%.
Yeah, it's not a boss.
They're probably racist.
Yeah, well, they're obviously racist. Like there's some kind of like dragon gene worshipping Targaryen shit going on here. They probably think they have the best blood, so they're canceled.
Canceled.
Yeah, it's like barely a fight.
No, it's not really a fight. It doesn't really need a health bar. It's just, and like I feel like it shouldn't have a health bar.
It's kind of like a dragon god with just shit in between it, things to fight in between, which is a little bit fun. But the dragon itself is like, fuck, dude. Like it
feels like it feels like I think it just blows fire at you, but it feels like it's barely a part of.
Yeah.
I think like it feels like the enemies in the way feel like a much more bigger like hazard than the actual dragon that you're supposed to be fighting. So
yeah, in the wyvern dragon itself is so gray. It's kind of like it's almost like camouflaged with the rest of the game. Like I can barely see it because it blends in, just fucking the same goddamn color everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, ancient wyvern. Which makes me a hypocrite because, once again, I like Kingsfield levels, which have the same texture on everything. Udex Gundyr?
See.
Me too. I really like his first phase. I love his first
Yeah,
phase.
first phase is great.
Second phase though is like kind of like the worst elements of Bloodborne bosses. I think.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to read, but not in a way that feels like fun really to dodge. You're just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna back up and use some fire bombs.
Right. Yeah, and he's kind of a weird.
You know what?
He's a weird for like a skill check boss. I mean, he's like I feel like he's good for. I feel like he's a decent skill check boss. Just yeah, that second phase is just kind of underwhelming.
You know what I just realized is that he's in the
Hmm.
same tier as Leechmonger for almost the exact same reason. Like his attacks are just like, what is happening? I don't fucking know. Like it's like the same strategy in the second phase of Udex Gundyr and Leechmonger. You just kind of
Yeah,
hit and hope you're gonna make it. You can dodge and stuff, but they suffer from a very similar type of unfun, hard to read attacks.
definitely. I actually have Leashmonger in C2.
All right. Anything else?
No, I feel pretty good about him. He's just, Champion Gundyr is just slaps, and Udex Gundyr just has a bad second phase.
Yeah,
Or, yeah, an interesting second phase.
pretty much. All right, then Nameless King. I feel like some people. I want to put this guy in S, but he just doesn't quite cut it.
No, he doesn't. I think I would have, if I hadn't have played Dark Souls 3 like super recently, I would have put him in S, maybe even like top 10 for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
But replaying him, I definitely was a little underwhelmed by like my memory of fighting him the first like time I played Dark Souls 3. So
I think what kind of made him so exciting the first time too was, well, one, the lore. You're like, oh shit, we finally found Gwyn's firstborn. That was cool. Also, just the fact that this area was so secret and getting to the king was very secret. And it was kind of like an exciting. It was a really, really good boss to have hidden behind some really obscure bullshit. And that always makes a boss feel more fun. But at the end of the day, I think compared to the larger body of bosses that you have to choose from, he's a solid A.
yeah, like I'm not that much of a like everything about him. Uh, I would say he's almost like a little try hard, and just like the design wise, it's like make the coolest dragon flying knight man that you've ever seen, thunder, blah, and then which is like, yeah, it's really cool. It's super metal. I get it.
Yeah.
Dragon fight in the beginning, it's a little wonky, in my opinion. I just don't have a lot of fun with the dragon fights. Kind of just like waits around for you to hit his head a lot, and then he has like a couple moves. One of them that kind of like messes with the camera every time that I play with
Yeah,
it. If
that
you have
is-
it like locked onto the head, makes it kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then just like the not having like an actual like solid like ground to be able to like judge what, like how close you are sometimes can be a little finicky. The second part is just like a really great dude fight. So
Yeah.
but the combination of the two and then like the setup and everything like definitely elevates it to A.
Yeah, I really want it to be an S, but mechanically when you play it again, you're just you're left feeling pretty just standard. I mean, he's definitely better than Pontiff Sullivan, but only a few points. And like you said too, his design it's great in a very standard way. Like there's nothing that really pops out as like unique or very exciting I mean, I guess his sword spear is kind of unique, but at the same time I don't fault him for that because they had to make a guy who was Gwyn's firstborn, and he does look like that, so good job.
Yeah, just looks standard, but then he's also like something that you've seen before, but he's just a very well done version of like that thing that you've seen before.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
All right.
Soul of Cinder. Speaking of the opposite.
Cancelled.
Canceled.
Canceled. Gale
Yeah,
is the actual final boss. This guy sucks.
yeah. Cinder's.
Like, dude, if I wanted to do some PvP, I'd do some fucking PvP.
Honestly, might put him in D as a despite.
I hate this
Just because he's
guy.
like the fact that he's the last boss in the game is like really fuck. In the base game is really stupid.
Yeah, like this just reminds me of like, I don't know how to describe how it feels. It feels like a Pinocchio remake. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I had to watch it, and this is what it feels like. It's like it's like a Dark Souls remake. It's weird. It's like if they let another studio make the final boss, and they're afraid of it not being Dark Souls enough. I just really don't like him.
No, I mean I think someone on like a mechanical level, like I do have
That's
fun
fine.
fighting him.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, alright, but just he kind of signifies like the worst of Dark Souls 3 and
You know what? Also, they have the audacity to use Gwyn's theme in there. Also,
that's
like,
fucked up.
hey, remember Gwyn? and for that, he gets put down next to the fucking man-eater boar. Fuck you, Soul of Cinder. And
He's in the same class as Man-Eater Boar for me too. Beautiful.
yeah,
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
exactly. Let's talk about a real fight. Champions Grave Tender and Wolf.
This is a bad fight.
It's fine. I just love how generic his name is. Like,
Yeah, he's really generic.
and
The
a wolf.
animations on the wolf is like incredible.
Yeah, well, I don't
DLC
know- I
area.
don't know
Like
what the
it's
fuck
so
is with
freaking
wolf.
good.
Yeah. And
But I think I have to put this one in D.
he's very close to D for me. He's very close to D for me. I do enjoy, like, I guess he's kind of fun to fight. You know, honestly, he really feels DLC-ish though. Like,
Yeah.
he really gives you that same kind of feeling as like when you're in the co-op areas in Dark Souls 2 DLCs and you fight that one fight that's just like 3 guys.
Yeah, he's like he's those guys, but he's also like kind of the blue smelter demon of bosses and DLCs.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's not much to say. This is a pretty boring fight.
Yeah, it's a D for me. He might be the only thing that's interesting about him is I think he might be like in part of, I think like part of the painted world of Ariamis from Dark Souls 1. I think like his arena is somewhat evoking that, like the architecture from DS1.
It is too.
But
Like where you fight.
I don't know if that's
Priscilla.
confirmed or not. Yeah, I don't know if that's confirmed,
me.
but whatever. Sister Freed though. It's a really hard one. I think I have to give it an A.
I do too.
Like it's
I've
just
thought a lot about this fight because this is the only fight that actually like took me longer than 3 tries. It took me like an hour and a half to
yeah.
fight it the second time
It
around.
was
Like
a
it's harder than
real-
Gale. It's harder than everybody.
It's a
in
real
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, it's like it's the Sekiro fight of Dark Souls 3. It's insanity.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
And also like it's cool too. Like they managed to take a generic, like it's like they took crossbreed Priscilla and kind of took her whole character away and just made her generic monk woman with a scythe instead of half dragon woman with a scythe. But the guy with the pot of juice he's like, bring me my flail, and he just wants to like self mutilate. Like the contrast between those two I think is really beautiful and really interesting.
Yeah, no, most of my issues with this boss actually lie in the first phase.
Really?
I fucking hate that disappearing attack. It drives me crazy.
It is really annoying.
I think I got used to her fight in the first phase a little bit more. I mean, that's usually where the third phase just took forever because I had to fight the first 2 phases first, and then the third phase also she just has a fuck ton of like brand new moves,
Yeah.
different elementals, and like all this stuff. Like there's really a lot to learn in that third phase, so that's one thing that keeps it from like an S or top 10.
Really? That's
Like,
actually one of the reasons it's in A for me is I love long ass drawn out multiple phase fights that make you feel like you know what you're doing and then they like just completely destroy you and with another phase. I like that.
I mean, yeah, I just remember like kind of getting like tired out of the first two phases.
Yeah, I guess it
Because
gets
like
you.
the
Yeah.
second phase, like most of the times I could just like knock it off, like knock it out pretty quick. But then sometimes I kind of like get them positioned in such a way where it's like I get fried up, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I also get tired. For me, I guess that's one of my personal gripes is that I think the fight is a lot less fun when it's just her, because it just feels like a perfect mixture of like Lady Maria and like but with a scythe. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like it's very expected. I don't know if a lot of people would agree with that, but it's very expected for me. It's kind of boring. Um, she was a lot more interesting when she had the big weird guy.
Big Blue Guy's great. I think her third phase hits though. I think
Her
her
third phase
third
is
phase is like
fun.
if it's honestly just like if her third phase was longer and it was just her third phase, I might put her in S actually.
Really,
Yeah, I'm a sucker for that third phase actually.
I would be
Like I
more
love
in.
her move sets. I love like how much she dodges from you. She's basically just an Elden Ring boss in that third phase.
Yeah, I'd be a much bigger fan if her design was more interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Like,
That
anyway.
fucking the weird dude that she's with in the second phase is awesome.
Yeah, like that's to me that's what makes the whole fight interesting. Is like if it was just her, I'd be like, this is really boring. Like even if it's a challenge, it's fucking boring. But anyway,
Demon
Sister Free.
Prince.
Yeah, Demon Prince. Demon Prince. Demon Prince.
Demon Prince is I want to put in A, but I'm putting in B.
He's another B. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
almost an A. He really is, but he's just missing. He's missing the X factor. I think.
definitely.
Same with Pontiff. You know, there's just a little something missing.
They are trying really hard to be like, look at me, when it's like there's a lot there that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, but it's yeah, you're right. It just misses something to make it like special. Like it's mechanically probably like the peak of like how much like the maximum amount of fun mechanically I can have the boss fight. It's like
Yeah.
Demon Prince and like Gale
Yeah. Mechanically,
for
but
sure.
like at the end of the day, like when they make Elden Ring 2 and Dark Souls 2 2 and Bloodborne cart, I'm gonna forget this guy ever existed, even though I had a shit ton of fun fighting him.
Right? Yeah.
Demon
Yeah.
Prince.
That's why I thought what's his name? Old Demon King was Demon Prince.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I mean, I guess we could talk like about specifically about the mechanics, how he separates. I like that you have to fucking don't you have to kill both the guys at the same time? I forgot now.
Not for that fight. You
So-
just kill one and then the other becomes a mega power one.
There's not a second phase?
Oh, there's a second phase. Yeah, you kill one of them and then it's a Ornstein and Smoo kind of ordeal.
Oh, is it just Ornstein and Smo?
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, for some reason I thought there was a third phase, like after you kill both of them.
There's no third phase.
That kind of makes me want to put it in C. I really thought, but once again, I'm mixing. You know, honestly, just for the fact that I'm mixing it up again, even after I identified it with Old Demon King. It's low B. It's B minus.
Few types.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Half-Light Spear of the Church also canceled.
canceled. I'm actually putting them in canceled. It's just can we have Old Monk at home?
Yeah,
Or we have Old Monk at home, the boss fight.
we got Old Monk at home, except this one isn't even like cool and interesting. Like this guy is just like I don't even know what to say about him. He's canceled.
Yeah, absolutely canceled.
Boo.
like, Yeah, it's not even really a fight, and it's just fuck.
Why did
the
you
Old
make
Monk-
Old Monk less cool?
Yeah, that's all they did.
And like
I have a feeling they probably like had things they wanted to do with this fight, and then like maybe they just didn't get a chance to do it. That's kind of how it feels like going into that area and
It was a
doing the
giant,
fight.
yeah, it was a giant DLC, and so
Yeah.
I guess this it does get points for being like the necessary like kind of PvP online area, I guess. But it's not really a boss fight. It's more of like a PvP gimmick. Which I guess you could say about the old monk too, but when the old monk did it, it was fresh as fuck and had a great cutscene. So and
Oh
it
yeah,
fit
Old Monk
and it
is
fit
like
in with
seared
the
into my
lore.
brain.
Yeah, and like it was like a very unique, fun, novel experience, whereas this is like old and tired and generic.
Dude, you can fucking forget the look of the like the yellow wrap like helmet on that guy.
Yeah,
The
dude.
look of him is amazing.
Exactly. He'll stay in our memories forever. We love you,
Yeah.
old monk. Happy Father's Day. Okay. Dark Eater Midir. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't remember this one either.
He's a B.
Is he? I'm gonna put him in B. He seems like he's a standard dragon.
He's a really good dragon fight.
Is
Well,
he?
like I'd say like above average dragon fight for sure. He's not my favorite. He's a lot of people's favorite dragon fight. I don't get that hype for him at all.
I might
I
cancel.
didn't get it at all.
I'm overusing canceled, but how come he only eats the dark and not the light meat?
Deer.
Like he's
Good
only eating
point.
chicken legs and like not the breast. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He has bad taste.
Yeah, I don't. I like the look of him. I like the spectacle of him. I actually don't really like his move.
I just like can't even fucking remember him. Like he gets like conflated with every other dragon ever.
I'm actually putting him in C tier. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna put him in C because I can't fucking remember him. Like I've fought him at least twice. I mean maybe 3 times now. I still don't fucking remember him.
He's kind of hidden. He's optional.
Is he? Maybe I only fought him twice then. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna say it doesn't count because I don't remember him. He might be great. I don't know.
Dude, let's do it. Slave Knight.
Slave Knight Gale, yeah boy.
The best, absolute, like without a question, best part of Dark Souls 3. The entire Dark Souls 3 is Slave Knight Gale.
Yeah, like all of Dark Souls 3 is just really just a advanced lead up for Slave Knight Gale. And honestly, it's fucked that the DLC didn't change the final boss to Gale. Like
Right.
like honestly
Like, the
like
credits should just fucking roll. That's it.
yeah, like it should like they should have fucked off with that with the Soul of Cinder. Like dude, like can you imagine how good that would be if say the DLC like you can fight him normally, but if you don't fight him if you fight him normally, you can go get the Soul Cinder and it's like, oh, it's like a little extra fight, you know, oh, you get a little extra fun. But if you don't do the DLC and you go there, Slave Knight just comes and kills the Soul of Cinder. Like
it's
it's Gale time.
Sort of like the penetrator.
The penetrator.
Style. Like he just like stabs him, like lifts him up.
Yeah.
Like, off a cliff.
Exactly.
And then he's like, "Give me your dark soul."
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Like it might be kind of silly, but honestly, it'd be a lot better than what's already there. I think.
Yeah.
Slave Knight, fucking rules.
They just did it. They just made like the perfect boss, and it like just exceptional across the board. Everything about him.
Yeah, his moveset, his design, it's like the most unique design in the whole game. He should have been on the fucking cover.
Yeah, he should have been.
It's one of those things too where it's like it's almost like expected, you know, it's not like crazy out of the box or out of left field, but it's perfect in kind of like a canonical way where you're like, that's a fucking good design. And of course the fact that he ends the entire series, I mean, he says the Dark Soul, I mean, and Patches says Dark Soul too earlier in the DLC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just a really fitting end. Great soundtrack too.
Yeah. No, like there's literally nothing to fault Slave Knight Gale on.
Yeah, I can't think of a single issue. I'm really tempted to put him in S plus, honestly.
He's in my S plus actually.
Is he? You know, I like him a lot more than Orphan of Cause and Burnt Ivory King, so he goes in S plus.
I have Orphan Goth and Burn Every King in my S plus.
Nice.
But yes, I mean, he might be my favorite boss. There might be one coming up that is actually like my all-time fave, but he's like top 3 for sure. Like I think he's just somebody like Save Night Gale. I feel like most people can just like shake hands and agree on the importance of him, the significance of that fight,
Yeah.
just how much fun that fight is.
I feel like they saved all their creativity throughout the game and blew it all on Gale.
Nobody fucking moves like Gale. Nobody has attacks like Gale, and nobody can come off, especially the third phase, as like glorious, like thematic, and like still feel like he's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Constantly like escalating in, and maybe the first phase might actually be the hardest. I've kind of noticed it might be the only thing I could kind of maybe downplay or like fault him for.
Really? I don't know.
I think the first phase might be the hardest actually. Yeah. He
Yeah.
does he might be a little bit I actually found him maybe a little too easy. Well,
He is a little easy. I'm not gonna lie.
He kind of does
But so is
he kind of
Artorias and
waits for you to
Ornstein.
hit. Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
You know.
Yeah.
I think he's a good balance.
He's easy now because of how much we put like 1,000 hours into like all these games.
That's
so
true, man. Like if your first game is Dark Souls 3, Slave Knight Gale is gonna hit you so fucking hard. You're gonna like, I don't know. You're gonna prolapse. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna cut that out too. I don't like that. He's gonna hit you very hard.
Gave me hemorrhoids 2022.
Slave Knight Gale. I'm low on creativity tonight.
Kind of like Vort.
Slave Knight Gale, more like indentured servant Gale.
You tell him.
Do you think Kanye would say that he chose to be a slave?
All right, now we're cutting out.
Yeah, now we're definitely at the end of that. Vort of the
Yes.
Boreal Valley.
Vort, a solid first fight. I kind of I'll put Vort in B.
He's a B.
Yeah,
He's
a
fun.
angry little dog. I like the design. He kind of looks like World of Warcraft, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's fine. Yeah, he doesn't move like World of Warcraft, so that's
That's what's important.
yeah. Like he's a unique creature. Like even if his design is somewhat evocative of kind of like a generic fantasy, like his actual function is still very soulsy. Somewhere in between like a more Bloodborne-ish and a classic Dark Souls fight. I think he's another like really great example of what kind of bosses you're gonna get in Dark Souls 3, and he's really well placed.
Yeah, I like the freeze mechanic.
Yeah, and freeze is cool. It introduces the new status effect, which is nice. Wait, no, was freeze in Dark Souls 2?
No,
No.
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
it's not. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm cutting a lot out of this one. Any other thoughts on Vort?
No, I think we can move to Curse-Hearted Greatwood and cancel
Oh!
like Curse-Hearted Greatwood deserves.
Yep. Dude, Dark Souls 3 is taking the cake for most canceled enemies. Curse-Rotted Greatwood. Take better care of your plants, Sweaty. This is the mint I planted in a slightly damp and underlit room, and I forgot about him. That's what this is.
Man, just what a shitter.
He's a shitter. Why does he have eggs on him? Why are they filled with pus? Why is he so fucking shitty?
Yeah, this is a terrible fight. I'm glad it's optional. But even just
Is
like
it?
running into it, it's like running into a mistake.
Yeah, it feels like they like where they put him too. Like he's situated in this strange little like unclimactic room that like kind of seems like you should be going somewhere, but like you go in there and you're like, I don't know. It feels like the only reason the area you go to is so large is because this stupid fucking thing is so large.
Mhm.
Just mind-boggling. I get the idea of why it could be fun, but it just never is. It's never fun.
Just hit the Pussax,
Hit the pussy.
dodge. Hit the Pussax, dodge. This is like just terrible. The design is of this tree is almost offensive
It is.
to the philosophy of From Software.
It is. I literally like the Dark Souls 2 tree better. That like weird one with the face. I like that a lot better.
Is it a Dark Souls 2 tree?
Is that in Dark Souls 2? What the fuck is that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Wait.
I can't think
Dude.
of any trees with faces.
Dark Souls 2 weird tree. It's on Google. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. Have you seen it? Dude. Dude. Look at this.
Wait, what the fuck? Pagan tree.
Look. Look.
Whoa! Oh, this is a good guy. Where the fuck is this guy? I don't remember this. This looks like straight out of Conker's Bad Fur Day.
This is like, I can't even tell if like if anyone okayed this or if it's just like somebody who works there's little project and they like hid him away so that nobody would notice and they just thought it would be funny.
Just like in a weird area in the Crown of the Sunken King DLC.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anyway, I like him better than Cursed
Oh
Rotted
man, I
Greatwood.
shouldn't have smoked so much weed. Now I'm the pagan pagan tree from Dark Souls 2.
That's a good one.
Yeah, classic.
All right, Crystal Sage.
Bad boss.
Another E. Hang out with,
It's just a significantly worse version of Fool's Idol.
yeah, I guess he's about as okay as Brain Sucker.
Yeah, but I have Crystal Sage and Brain Sucker tier.
I'm gonna just rename D Brain Sucker.
That's honestly what I was thinking. Like Brain Sucker just perfectly describes all of the D-listers.
It really does. Yeah, okay. Crystal Sage. Deacons of the Deep. This might be controversial, but I'm putting them in C. I think they finally made a like crowd fight that was somewhat interesting. Is it that fun to fight? It's alright.
No.
But if you have a big sword with a wide sweep, it's in the best level, probably one of the best levels in the game. It's kind of a cool arena. It's kind of creepy. It's fine.
Actually, the fact that it's the end of one of the best levels in the game makes me like dislike it more. I have been Brain Sucker.
You have him a Brain Sucker? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't blame you.
think it's the pinwheel from Dark Souls 3, in my opinion, because I just
Pinwheel is a
beat
lot.
it so quickly.
Yeah, but Pinwheel looks fucking cool and has a great soundtrack.
I think it looks cool, but you just
It has like scary lore.
Scooby Doo Bop their way through the boss, and you're like, all right, bye, boss, you're dead now.
I will say what I like about Deacons of the Deep is that it's actually kind of easy. Like I feel like they finally implemented the idea from Dark Souls 2 with the congregation in a way that was more satisfying. It's not going to be the top of anybody's list.
Oh
But,
yeah, that's a good point.
But it's like, sometimes it's one of those bosses where, yeah, I kind of wish there was a real boss here, but I get to kill a bunch of these guys. It's a nice little medium challenge. It's kind of like automatic drawing. I don't know if you've ever done that. It's like kind of just gets it out, like it's like a free tile. It's a free space.
Yeah. I just think they're underwhelming enough to be lower than C.
Fair enough. I probably agree, but I just kind of like them. Abyss
All right.
Watchers.
What do you think of these nerds?
It's hard. It's hard, I'll tell you that. I personally have never been an Abyss Watchers stan, even though I feel like I maybe should be. But for one, they're at the end of one of my least favorite areas in any Souls game ever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They're the end of
Purple
Farron's
Swamp.
Keep, right?
Yeah, Farron's
Bad
Keep.
Swamp.
Worst swamp. And also it's like, this is another one of those that really, like, sure, mechanically it's fine. It has a cool element that they're trying to kill each other, but it strikes me as super tryhard. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, remember Artorias?
Yeah.
Now there's a bunch of them, and they flip around like anime. So, I know that's probably not a like a well reasoned explanation, but they're plenty fine. They're plenty fun to fight. Obviously, I know that they have unique things. It's just that I don't think those unique things are that unique.
Yeah, I don't like the look of them.
Yeah.
I love what happens in the fight, and I really like fighting them. I mean, I kind of turned my brain off a little bit, like fighting them. They're not like a super challenging fight to me anymore.
No.
But they definitely hit the part of my brain that's like, you were playing Souls game, you know how to play these games. Here's some dopamine for fighting a fight that you think is fun to fight. So I actually have a game.
Yeah. Well, honestly, they would
They're
be.
kind of like, they're right on the edge for B+, but I think they are just the spectacle of like two of them fighting each other, and that the third phase is really good too. It ramps up the challenge like in like a really cool way. So
They would absolutely be an A for me if I was blind.
I completely understand that. I think the look of them is bad, actually.
That leaves us with our last boy, clearly the best, which is why he's last. High Lord Wolnir.
Want to put him in B.
Me too. I love him. I love his cup. I love his arena, obviously. I love his design. But I mean, he really, mechanically, is just a fucking. Who's that? Who's that guy? Where's he at? He's honestly frighteningly similar to the Curse Rotted Greatwood.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a weird way.
Or like, what's another boss that uses this mechanic where it's just like, oh, hit his weak spot?
Adjudicator.
Yeah, and I think Adjudicator implements it. Maybe, but
Yeah, the Adjudicator's like a really weird dude. High Lord is kind of just like a blinged out skeleton, which is also cool.
I'm putting him right next to Adjudicator because he's, strangely enough, a similar idea, but this one's a skeleton in a void, which is nice.
Yeah, I think Adjudicator and High Lord both are similar and also about equally as good.
And bad.
And bad at the same time, yeah. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, snap, dude. Alright, we have only Sekiro and Elden Ring left.
Yeah, man.
Like, 7 hours later.
Yep. Holy shit.
We've made it so far.
We've done it. Dude, that's 2 more videos.
Yeah?
Yay!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah!
Hey, friend. Yeah, you. You want to buy something?
Mister, my family will pay cash. Whatever ransom you're asking for, they'll pay it.
Patch is the f***ing fantastic. Being my friend is like trying to hug a cactus. 'Cause of
I'll stick you in my prayers. Have fun.